Wade Rathke. As the founder of the Association of Community Organizations for Reform Now, otherwise known as ACORN, Wade is a 40-year veteran of community activism. He is also a founding board member of the Tides Foundation and currently the chief organizer of SEIU Local 100 in New Orleans.
That Wade Rathke, he's been a pretty busy guy. Probably makes you feel lazy. So many groups and organizations to start. I'm Scott Baker for the BCast, and our story for you today is about how those groups and organizations, like ACORN and SEIU, formed coalitions. In fact, we'll say coalitions of power. Remember that phrase. You're going to hear it again in just a moment. Because there is one person who really did understand the power of that power right from the beginning, and that's Barack Obama.
One of the, I think, the tragedies of the civil rights movement was because the civil rights movement became so court-focused. I think that there was a tendency to lose track of the political and community organizing and activities on the ground that are able to put together the actual coalitions of power through which you bring about redistributive change.
That's right. Well, now Wade Rathke could see that all of these different groups were very busy, being busy. They were hard at work, but they were working separately. They were kind of busy in their own workshops. Let me try this illustration for you. Let's say one group might be working on the engine of change, another on the seat of power, the guns of persuasion, wheels of progressive action, the doors of radical opportunity, a fuel made combustible by a passionate belief in a socialist ideal. They're building a vehicle, but they're doing it separately. So Wade Rathke saw a real need here. Let me throw you this picture up. All right. He thought, let's bring people together from these workshops. Let's build a factory. And he has an idea to start something called the Organizers Forum. Now, the Organizers Forum had a board. Let me introduce you to a couple of the people involved. Deepak Bhargava from ACORN and the Center for Community Change. We have Andy Stern from SEIU, Mary Gonzalez from the Gamaliel Foundation. All were on the board of directors. I'll even get you a little review spot here. Okay, still with me? I want to focus on one of the names on that list. I'll even put up the picture with the little bio there. Deepak Bhargava. He's important for a couple of reasons. He was an ACORN lobbyist for a decade. He also went to Harvard at the same time Obama did. Let's listen to Deepak talk about his vision.
We know from history that there are at least three ingredients for that transformational change to happen. We do need visionary leadership that's capable of building durable coalitions. We need big crises, economic, foreign policy, and otherwise, that force the breakdown of old paradigms and old ways of seeing the world. And most importantly, we need independent social movements that create public will, that generate ideas, that deliver votes.
All right, that's a pretty big list. I got transformational change, visionary leadership, durable coalitions, the big crises, the ones that force down the old paradigms, and then these independent social movements. So let me show you this. We have Wade Rathke, and he's got his Organizers Forum, and this gets the leaders together. Now, Deepak starts a campaign then to, he's got his own idea. So he's going to have this, how do you gather all these groups together to take action? So he creates something called the National Campaign for Jobs and Income Support. So guess who's there when he launches this organization? Yeah, that guy from Harvard. The BCast has uncovered evidence that Barack Obama himself was there for the launch in May of 2000 to form a real coalition to further a radical progressive agenda. They call this event in Chicago the Marriage of Labor and People. Now, State Senator Obama would work closely with this new coalition. We're talking about groups like ACORN, SEIU, the National Council of La Raza, the new Socialist Party was involved as well. Obama had been a member of that group. The Gamaliel Foundation, they were the ones that brought Obama to Chicago when he first got out of college. How closely was he working? Well, we have uncovered an old newsletter from the SEIU that proves Obama was with them as they stormed the state capitol in Springfield in their living wage fight. The SEIU is very important to Obama. Listen.
Didn't lead me to working folks. Working folks led me to politics. I was standing with American workers on the streets of Chicago 20 years ago. This is our moment, SEIU. This is our time. And if you keep marching with me and organizing with me in all the 50 states, if you keep knocking on those doors and making those phone calls and registering voters and talking to your friends and co-workers and neighbors, if I keep on seeing purple everywhere I go, if you vote for me, then I promise you this, we will win this general election, and then you and I, together, you and I, we are going to change this country and we are going to change the world. Thank you, guys. I love you.
And you know what? He did see purple everywhere he went. Let me take you to another clip here. This is 2007. Obama is running for president, and he's talking to the coalition, all right, groups like Acorn, and this is at Deepak's Center for Community Change.
And of course, the vision of community organizing from which everyone in this hall comes, which teaches us the power of many is what can change the world. That is why we have created the Campaign for Community Values, bringing together hundreds of grassroots community organizations from across the United States to begin today, to continue through the elections until we win justice in America for everyone. Thank you very much.
Without further ado, we will welcome from the great state of Illinois, the Honorable Senator Barack Obama. If elected President of the United States, would you agree in your first 100 days to meet with a delegation of representatives from these various community organizations, the Campaign for Community Values? Could they count on you in your first 100 days to sit down with them?
Yes, but let me even say, before I even get inaugurated, during the transition, we're going to be calling all of you in to help us shape the agenda. We're going to be having meetings all across the country with community organizations so that you have input into the agenda for the next presidency of the United States of America.